Automatic has a question. What are the disadvantages of day one CPT? I don't see any good universities offering it.
CPT requires a lot of paperwork. So most universities, I don't think are offering it, but also like most good universities, I think, universities with a reputation really do focus in on their professors and their classes. They're not necessarily as focused in on experiential learning. CPT is all about experiential learning because it's curricular practical training, where the job is essentially part of the school's curriculum. And so for CPT schools, they have programs that they've built out where it's heavily dependent on internships or fellowships or co-ops or that kind of thing. And then so they authorize CPT and they tie it in with their curriculum and with their coursework. It's kind of the opposite of like a true academic experience and it kind of a new trend. So I think that's why prestigious universities don't offer it. Aside from that though, like I don't think that that really factors into why immigration officials view it as sketchy. They're not necessarily saying that the schools that offer it are sketchy. They're saying that the CPT itself is sketchy, where they're questioning whether or not it's even legal. It has a long history, and countless people have gone through CPT. There's a lot of really well-established universities that have been doing this for years and years and years, and very few of their students get in trouble. So it's a status that does work, but it's also a status where I could see USCIS policy shift or something change. If it does, there would be a lot of lawsuits, but it's not as stable of a status, I think, as many of the others. And there's always the risk that some immigration official will take issue with the way it's being administered. I've seen a CBP officer, for example, at Boston Logan, declare a person inadmissible, fraudulent, and deport them and found fraud and misrepresentation on their record just because they were participating in CPT. And that's not fair. It's definitely not fair. Maybe the officer got the student to say something that the officer thought implicated fraud. There was definitely no fraud in the situation. But you just never know how an individual officer with that much power is going to look at your case and treat your case. And it's a real shame. There's no due process in immigration. CBP really can do kind of whatever it wants. So be careful. You can still be doing everything legally and still get in trouble, unfortunately.
Can you apply for O1 while on CPT?
Yeah, you can apply for anything while you're on CPT. It shouldn't say anything. If you are applying for a green card while on CPT or any kind of permanent resident status, talk to an attorney. You can apply for any kind of non-immigrant visa while on CPT.